What's up, automation engineers? This is KJ48, and welcome back to my Let's Play for Satisfactory. Now, you might notice this little valley here. This is where I had all my first setup of automation. You know, my very basic beginner setup of automation stuff. I had three things being made down here. I had iron rods, I had metal plates, I had biomass, and I had copper wire. Now, I left the copper wire down here because I don't have a setup to make more copper wire. But in my factory, I am making iron rods and plates, so I figured I would tear that down, make a little room down here. And now I'm going to do something that we should have done from the beginning. I should have done this from the very beginning, as soon as I could. We're going to automate biomass, which, you know, I don't know why I didn't do this earlier. But we're going to automate some biomass. And I know what you're thinking. Cage, forget about the stupid biomass. Just get coal. You know, get coal power. And yes, that is a great point. I will get coal power. The problem is, I think you have to research to get coal power. Like, I don't think you could just get that. I don't have any way to do coal power right now. I don't think. So we're going to be doing some serious research today. But for now, we got two storage containers here, two constructors here. We've got a merger right here. This is very simple, and I suggest if you're playing this game, you set this up as soon as you can, because it will make your life a lot easier. Right? You have the constructors going into a merger, and you have the merger going into there. Nope, actually, that is wrong. That is wrong, my friend. That is so wrong. You are so wrong. You got it wrong. All right, so number 5, we need another constructor, because these things are going to make the biomass, and then we need another constructor to make the biofuel. Right? Sounds good. Oh, what are we missing? We're missing some kind of plates. Well, guys, that wasn't so bad. I had some plates over there. Okay, so we're just going to move this out here. Nope, number 8, right? No, number 9. There we go. Number 9, we're just going to move this out here. There, that should work. Okay, so these two are going to go into a merger, right? So we're going to need a merger here. All right, so actually, I guess we still needed the merger. We just didn't have, it wasn't going where we wanted it to. All right, so that should go there. No, that's, what, is it too close, or is it on too weird of an angle? Could be too weird of an angle. Let's try again. There we go. Merger there. Merger there. Now, this is a very easy build, and like I said, you can get leaves with this build. Really? You can get leaves with this build. You can get wood with this build. This build is going to be your one-stop shop for you know, for all your power needs until you get coal. All right? Come on. Work with me, game. Work with me, please. There we go. Okay. All right, so we're going to set this one up to make biofuel. We're going to set this one up to... Oh, yeah, all right. That's fine. Make biomass with leaves. Okay, leaves are going to be on the left. Wood is going to be on the right. We need to remember that. Leaves on the left, wood on the right. Now, I wish we could make signs in this game. That would be ideal. I would really love to be able to make some signs. So that would be cool. All right, let's see if we have any of this stuff. You know what? I don't think we have any, to be perfectly honest. So let's go out and get some more. I'm going to go out and get some leaves and some wood, because I want to demonstrate how awesome this setup's going to be. Dude, how freaking badass is this chainsaw, man? This thing is legit. This thing is legit, dude. It just breaks everything up in the area. Like, whatever you're aiming at, boom, everything gets broken up. You get all the leaves, you get the wood. I mean, look at how many leaves I have already. I've been doing this for like 2 minutes. 2 minutes. And I've got so much leaves and wood. Now all you got to do is put the wood in the right one and the leaves in the left one, I believe. I believe that's how I set it up. It's gonna be hard for me to remember that. I don't know why. It's such a simple thing. But wood on the right. How am I gonna remember that? Leaves on the left. Well, leaves on the left. There you go. It was left, right? I think it was. Leaves left. L. There we go. They both start with L. Now I just have to hope that is the case. All right. So we're almost done here, and then we're gonna head on back. What do we got over here? Oh, look at that. Oh, yeah, here's my copper. Here's my copper. I've got some ideas on the way I want to set up the smelting thing at the base, and I've changed it up a little bit, and I'm not going to do it on camera anymore. You guys have watched me do that crap enough. I will just come up with what I come up with, and then I'll show you. And today, what we want to do is, first thing we want to do is make an automated way to make screws. And then once we've done that, we're going to start doing some major research. Probably build the space elevator today as well. Well, you'll know if I built a space elevator, because if I did, it will be the thumbnail. So let's go put these in there, and let's see how well this is going to work. We're also going to need some power. Okay. And it looks like we got a power thing here. There we go. We'll use this one. All right, so we're going to bring this one out here. Come on. This thing will go a long way. These power poles go a long freaking way. Right in the middle. All right, you go right there. You go right there. You go right there, right there, right there. What am I missing? Am I missing cables? You know what happened is, I came over to this storage box earlier. I made another storage box. I'm like, my inventory's a mess, and I don't want to deal with it. So what I did was I just stored everything, and I didn't pay attention. So there's a lot of stuff in there I'm probably going to want back. There we go. It's good enough for now. And, yeah, so leaves on the left of me, wood on the right. Here I am stuck in the middle with you. Yes, I'm a fan of that song. As if you couldn't tell. All right, so let's do this. Okay, you're good. And you're good. And you should be good as well. Okay, so this thing should be making... All right, so that's the leaves. And the leaves will be pumping out biomass right here. And a second now. There we go. And then the wood will be pumping out biomass. Those will be put together, put into here, and they will use this machine will use the biomass to make biofuel. And that's an automatic way to make biofuel. I should have done it ages ago. All right, guys, I'm going to show you how I changed up the ore smelting process a little bit here. First of all, I'm going to start bringing in more tracks of iron. I'm thinking 3 belts of iron. I don't know how much copper I'm going to need, but I do want a lot of iron coming in. I don't know. Maybe 3 belts is too much. I don't really know. But the cool thing about this setup is there's a lot of room to change the setup, and there's a lot of room to add. There's a lot of room for upgrades, which is really nice. So this is the iron node coming in, right? It comes into this splitter. It gets split into 2 smelters. Now, the iron's coming in 60 per minute. A smelter cooks at 30 per minute. So coming in at 60, getting split into 30, that's perfect for 2 smelters. I've got other splitters over here set up for other smelters, and I've got like 6 total smelters. Will I ever use 6? I don't know, but it's nice to have them. Now, when they come out, I don't want them merged. I want them on their own tracks, because I feel like when I was doing the merging, it was bottlenecking everything into one track, which means I could never put more than 60 per minute past that track. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to have each of these going into their own buffer, right? And then they're going to come down onto their own tracks. So, you know, the ore comes in 60 at a time, gets split up into 30 at a time. That's going to be 30 for each track. Now, if you did the math when I played last time, I think it came out to like 5 per track. I had them coming out, putting together at 60. They split one that was 30 and 30, and then they split again, which was 10, 10, and 10. So at best case scenario, they were 10, 10, and 10, and I think at one point they were even less than that. But this is 30 per track, so that's awesome. Now, once I get upgrades and I get better belts and stuff, maybe I can pull in some more iron. I'm not really sure. Like I said, the cool thing about this is I've left room for expansion. I mean, I could even expand this way and just bring in massive amount of belts of iron if I wanted to. The key here is I've got something that works and it leaves room for expansion. So that's what I'm doing. I'll probably set up the copper the same way. I think I did set up the copper the same way, actually. Okay, so there you go. So what I'm gonna do now is I'm gonna need iron rods on a side. Now I don't want to make another hub crafting pod. I still don't know what they call these. I don't want to make another crafting area on this side, because this side shares the same side as the copper side, and I'm afraid these two are going to be crunching into each other. Although I really want to make a beeline for multi-layer belts today. I want to get those today. We'll see how that goes. But I don't want to make another one on this side, because this could have to come down and be moved around. I'm not really sure what I'm going to do with that. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to make it on this side, all right? So we're going to need iron rods. Now, the iron rods are on the wrong side, unfortunately, but that's okay. Not really a big deal. I've got this whole thing set up so I can kind of, you know, move these things around the way I want them to. So what we're going to do is we're going to go right here. We're going to go 1, 2, 1, 2. Oh, that's right. We can't go that way. We'd have to go right across to here, and we need a lane specifically for those iron rods, or we might be able to bring them just over here and just set them. I didn't think about that. Give me a second. All right, guys, this isn't exactly how I would have done it with the iron bars or the iron rods, but you know what? Sometimes you got to adjust. I didn't want to put it on this side because, you know, I might have to tear this up eventually. So it's very simple. You just bring it right across here, you know, and it comes right down in here. It gets split. This side goes back onto the track for future, you know, uses if there's iron rods needed for anything else. This one goes over here. Let's just go ahead and put this up now. All right, 50%. Now, let's say this is moving 60 of these, right? I'm assuming the belt, if it moves 60 of some stuff, it moves a 60 of everything. That's what, I don't think that's just for ore, right? So let's assume we're moving 60 iron rods. 30 will go that way. 30 will stay on the track. All right, let's hook that up. There we go. 30 will stay on the track, 30 will go towards making screws, okay? Now, when it comes over here to make the screws, 15 will go into this one. The other 15 will come around back. You can see I worked this a little differently than my other builds. I think it's nicer. Rather than having another splitter up front, it leaves the front a little bit more clean, I think. All right, so well, we're going to actually tear this down because that's not really what I wanted to do. What I want to do next is we're going to put down one of these bad boys for the buffer. So we have some buffer items, and we're just going to kind of line it up right there. Yeah, it looks pretty good. Well, we got to... No, that's actually not the buffer. This is not the buffer. Hold on, Cage. You kind of got that wrong. This is absolutely not the buffer. This is the part that does not get made into screws and goes back on the line. The buffer needs to meet up with this. Okay, so we're going to put the buffer... I'd like to put the buffer right in the middle, although it really should go like that, honestly. That's like the best way to do it, I think. Does that leave enough room, though? I don't know if it leaves enough room. It's going to be tough. It's going to be tough. Do we have another inside track? It's kind of getting a little bit mixed up on the tracks here. All right, guys, I think I got this worked out here. Let's take a look. These come in here, go over there. Get split. That goes back on the track. You can see this goes back on the track. Right here, we've got the output for the screws. So let's just go ahead and hook this up. There we go. A little tight, but that's okay. We can adjust this too. That's the nice part. We have so much room. If we wanted to, we could adjust all this. That's the beauty of this whole setup. All right, so we got that one, and we got this one. And let's go ahead and give these suckers some power. And that's it. And then we're going to start upgrading because I wanted to upgrade today, but I don't want to make stuff by hand. Now, I'm going to be making some stuff by hand today anyway because I have some serious complicated machinery that I have to make that I'm not really ready to automate yet. So I will have to make some things by hand, and you'll see. We'll get to that in a moment. But in the long run, I want to make as little amount of stuff by hand as I possibly can. That's the idea. All right, so let's bring this out here. Line that up with that. There we go. Connect that to that. These might not be lined up perfectly. That is okay. They don't have to be. There we go. There we go. And I think we're just about ready. Let's hook up the power and see what we got going on. Now, where is the power cut? Do we not have power? Or I'm not sure exactly where I cut the power. Oh, okay, that's where I cut the power. All right, guys, we got the power on, and the iron ore should be coming out. There we go. And these are the two sides we need the iron ore on. We're also going to need some iron ore over here. Now, this is a problem. Because we need iron ore over here, this part of the build is not ready yet, right? I've only got two... Basically, what's going on right now is I've only got two smelters making iron ore. I need a third one and a fourth one, which means we're going to need another belt of iron. Another iron belt set up out here. Actually, this one's not even being used. I could probably reroute this one over here if I wanted to. You know, maybe we should. Are we going to use it for anything else? I don't know if we will. You know what? Just for the time being, I'll just reroute this over here. It'll help us out immensely. That's what I love about this build, though. That's why this build is so fun for me, because this build is completely malleable. It's adjustable, and that's what I love about it. Makes it so much fun. Figuring out problems. Like, I don't want to build something that works perfectly. I want to build something that has problems and I need to figure it out and how to fix it. So there you go. So stuff's coming through here. That's coming through at 30 a clip. And then right here it's going 15 and 15 for the plates. And that is just wonderful. Okay. And then these are coming down here. Remember, these are just coming down for like future builds that we might need iron for. You know, that'll fill up eventually. And then more stuff will go where I need it to. Okay, and you kind of see how this is built here. Now we should have some a lot of these things. Yeah, this isn't even going to take a long time with the screws because screws are made so quickly. They're made at 90 per minute. It's the fastest thing made in the game that I'm aware of. So yeah, this is pretty neat. I like it. I like it. It's a little bit spaghetti, but I feel like it looks organized. I really do. I feel like it looks pretty organized. When you just look at it, you can work things out, and things look pretty straight. So that I do like. All right, so let me take you down, and let's do some research. Let's just do some research, man. Let's do some. I don't care about damage. To hell with it. We need those jump pads. I was always saying, oh, what do I need jump pads for? Well, there you go. Kind of fall off there onto a trampoline so I don't get myself hurt. So let's come down here. We need to do two things today. We need to do some serious research, and we need to build a space elevator. Okay? So let's just do the jump pads right now, because why the hell not? We're going to need some more cables. So it's good. I don't remember how many it said I was going to need. I think like 100. So it's good to make 100 cables. And jump pads. And there we go. And cables. And there we go. Boom! Okay, so the next thing we're going to need is
Milestone reached. Buildings aimed at factory traversal, including several different categories of jump pads, can now be accessed in the build menu. Caution is recommended during use of these products.
Of course. All right, so wait, can I select another milestone? Okay, I was gonna say I gotta wait until the ship comes back. Anyway, we're gonna do this one. Do I have what I need for the color? I don't know where to color. You know, I don't really want to. I'm not gonna deal with this right now. We're gonna do walkways, and then we're gonna build a space elevator. As a matter of fact, while we're waiting, let's just do the space elevator now. I don't remember exactly what I need for it. I just know I need a lot of stuff. So let's take a look in special and space elevator. All right, so we got the concrete. We're gonna need 250 plates, 400. 250, 400, and 1500. 250, 250, 400, 1, 2, 3, 4, and then as many cables as we can hold. I don't think we can hold 50. Well, yeah, I could probably hold 1500. Oh, yeah, I could hold 2000. All right, cool. Let's place down the space elevator. Just take it off. Now, where do I want to put this thing? I don't know. I don't think it really matters, to be honest. I kind of want to put it somewhere where I'm not going to have to move it, though. So, I'm not really sure. I mean, we could put it right up there, right? Yeah, I want to put it somewhere a little bit easier to get to. I'm just going to put it right here, to hell with it. Space elevator. It's a perfect spot for it. Yeah, there we go. And let's have it facing this way. Actually, I think we want it facing like that, right? Come on. Work with me, space elevator. No, I don't want you all the way over there. That'll work. All right, guys, we got a space elevator being made. Oh, my goodness. Look at that space elevator in the moonlight. Space elevator in the moonlight. Do, 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 do. All right. Space elevator's awesome. Here. Oh, watch out. Watch out, big flying thing. I got a space elevator here. Come on now. In case you don't know what a space elevator is, it's basically a big cord that is like connected to something in geosynchronous orbit. Is that the term? I watch a lot of science stuff, but I get confused on the terms. There's a big thing, you know, in orbit that stays in orbit, and this thing connects to it, and then it allows us to go to space. People want to build this in real life, by the way. It would if we could build this in real life, it would cut down like space travel by times 100. It would like make it 100 times cheaper to go to space. All right, guys, we got a space elevator. So let's take a look at this thing. I'd like to find the control panel. You can just get into it from here, but there is a control panel I would like to find. I guess it's on the opposite end. Yeah, there it is. Okay. All right, so let's take a look at this thing. All right, so this is the deal, guys. In order to unlock tiers 3 and 4, I need to load these resources in. We're going to need a lot of reinforced plates, which... What are reinforced? Oh, no. I'm debating whether I want to make those by hand or not. And we're going to need a lot of these rotors. Now, let's see what we need for reinforced plates and rotors. We're going to grab this stuff as well. There we go. Reinforced plates and rotors. I might want to just do this by hand, because if I have to like build more automation right now, it's really going to slow me down. And I kind of want to get a little bit farther in the tech. Again, I'm really, really against using my hands to craft stuff. I think that goes against everything this game's about. But I might not have any choice. Let's go see how we make these things. I know they both take 2 items. All right, so the reinforced plate takes screws and plates. I could probably set that up pretty easily, maybe. And the rotors take iron rods and screws. You know what? I think I'm going to do this. I think I'm going to do this by hand. I'm not a big fan of doing it by hand, but I think, just to make this a little bit easier, we're going to do this by hand. All right. I'm so against it. But you know what? If I have to like take time to set up more automation, it's just going to make it take longer for me to get through the science stuff in this game. And I feel like I've been going really slow with the research. So, fair enough. Let's do this. What am I missing here? Oh, yeah, the screws. We can make some screws. Well, I have a lot of screws up there. But do I want to go up there and get them? I kind of want to move this thing up there. Do I want to do that this video? You know, I really don't think I do. Alright, screw it. We got him here. Let's just make him here. Well, guys, I was settling in for a long crafting session, but man, this took like no time. Like, that literally took like almost no time. It would have taken me days to set up the automation that I just did in like 2 seconds. You know, the automation is the fun part, but still, yeah, really, sometimes you just don't have the time, you know? You gotta bang it out, you know? What's going on here? Okay, so that side's done. Alright, so it ran out of leaves, but it's still doing the wood. Okay. Alright, let's put this stuff in. 75 and 50. Seal! Send! There we go. Alright, there we go. Sending it up. I work for some kind of corporation, right? I'm like sending them stuff up and I don't know. Yep, there it goes. There it goes. Research tier 3 and 4. Let's take a look. I really want those stackable belts. Those stackable belts are gonna let me redo the bus, which will thin it out a little bit, which would be really nice. All right, let's see what we got going on here. All right, where are those stackable belts? Tier 3. Logistics, beautiful. I'm gonna do this right now. So we need 20 and 20 and... Okay, the cables... Cables should not be a problem. Honestly, none of it should be a problem. Let's just see how many things we got. We're going to make some cables. We only need 20 and 20 now. It's much easier than, before. And then once I get the stackable cables, I'm going to automate every single thing I can make in the game. That's it. The automation is coming hardcore once I get those stackable belts. I will not be crafting by hand again. You know, not that it's not hard. It's just, you know... Like I said, I think the fun part is the automation, you know? If you're crafting by hand, it kind of goes against everything the game, like, I think is meant for. I think those stackable conveyor belt things that I just got, I think they should have came in, like, tier 2. I think we should be able to get them without the space elevator. I think they should be a lot earlier in the game. Because I feel like I'm wasting my time building automation when I'm just going to get those belts eventually anyway. Alright, so what else do we need? 20 and 20, right? Yes, 20 and 20. I'm on it. Man, that took like no time. Beautiful. Alright, let's do it. Let's do it! Oh, it actually got better conveyor belts too. Oh, it's double. Okay, so that's going to change up everything. Alright, so 1,000, 20, 20, and 100. Alright, how long is this going to take to get back? 8 minutes to get back. Okay.
Milestone reached. We encourage you to consider more verticality when it comes to factory logistics to streamline short-range transportation.
Okay, I will do that. Let's go see. Let's go mess around with the bus line. I'm pretty much done with this video. The space elevator, I guess, is the hotness. But let's go see what we can do with the bus line. I kind of want to mess around with it a little bit. I'm going to turn off my timer. We're going to go a little bit long here. I'm not going to make any final decisions. I'm just kind of wondering how these things work. As a matter of fact, we don't need the regular ones anymore, right? So we'll just put that as number 4. I don't see any reason we'd use the regular ones. Although I have no experience with this stuff, so, you know, who knows, but... Alright, bus line. Okay, so let's mess around with it down here. Because this is the part where everything's stacking and becoming an issue. Okay? So, oh boy. Oh boy, oh boy. Alright, so this is the front line. And, yeah, we pretty much got to take all this down. Okay, we'll leave that right there. I don't know how I want to do this. I'm going to leave that alone for now. Maybe I could just, let's take this down. Because what we could do now is we could thin out the lines, you know what I mean? Should I have, like, maybe just ore on one line and like the other things on another line? I don't know how I would do that though, because like stuff that's in front will get in the way. That's a problem. All right, guys, we are back, and I'm just kind of doing a little bit of testing here, figuring out how this stuff works, and I think I've got a handle on it. I'm gonna redo this whole bus line. I think what I'm gonna do is I think I can get the whole bus line on like 4 tracks because they could be multi-stacked, right? And well, maybe 3 tracks. 3 tracks multi. They can go pretty high, can't they? Can't they? Is there any limit on how high they can go? I'm not really sure. Let's take a look. Yeah, I mean, look at that, man. They can go really freaking high, right? So I'm thinking we could probably fit this whole thing on 3 tracks. And I'm thinking what I want to do is I want to like really condense this and just have this be the middle and just have 3 tracks and like maybe have like 3 spots in between them. Because what's happening is everything's so close, it's just getting congested. Like I had to move this over and it just doesn't look right. And things are getting seriously congested. So I think 3 full tracks that we could stack. I mean, if we could stack 3 tracks 3 high, that's the same as having, well, no, actually we had 12. So should we do 4 tracks 3 high? That's not bad either. Maybe I'll do 4 tracks. I like odd numbers though. I think I'm going to start with 3 tracks, and if we need to add more tracks later, we will. But I think what I'm going to do is I'm going to tear this pretty much whole thing down. I'm not going to tear down the crafting setups. I'm just going to tear down the tracks. I'm going to set them up with, you know, like this. I guess, you know, just like this, right? Just have them in the middle, have them stacked, and I think that could give us a lot of room, and, you know, more room is always a good thing. Anyway, guys, I am going to call this one here. If you end up enjoying the video, please remember to uncage that like button. Also, if you're new here, please subscribe for more daily videos. Thank you very much for watching. I'll see you next time, and until then, take it easy.